Hey guys, welcome back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode 326. I'm calling this episode the front lawn effect. Back in the Middle Ages, people who had long-toed shoes were viewed as successful. In fact, they were sometimes 6 to 10 to 12 inches long to give the perception that they were very successful and important in their culture. During the Victorian age, some of the important people, the kings, would limit the length of those shoes to 6 inches because those that were longer than that were royalty. In the Victorian age, people could and would blacken their teeth as a sign that they had lots of money. In Japan, that was outlawed in 1870. In the 1500s and 1600s, people thought that if they were to bathe, that would seep into their skin and make them sick, so they didn't bathe very often. In the early 20th century, when the x-ray machine was newly invented, people would go and see their bones in these x-ray machines quite often, many of them, which at the time they didn't realize the health effects of that habit. Now, centuries ago, people would, instead of farming their land, they would leave parts of their land grass to show like they had money, to show that they could waste their land, in quotes, because they chose to plant grass. It's not so different than what's happening in some cultures these days. A lot of people would buy fancy clothes or homes just to impress people that they'll never meet. So what's the point of this silly story here? That I think that cultures seem to create habits that are oftentimes very silly. The older I get, the more I think about that front lawn effect. Is that front lawn effect something that makes sense long term? Are you doing things that don't make sense long term? Are you trying to reach some sort of a status symbol to impress people that you'll never meet? Throughout history, the front lawn effect has impacted many societies. It's impacted millions of people, and many times the horror that comes with that long term is detrimental to lots and lots of people. So as I've evolved, I started asking myself, why are cultures and governments and societies doing what they're doing? So cultures and societies maintain that status quo and what they perceive and what they portray as normal. And then people are afraid to speak up. They're afraid to change the status quo. So what I'm asking you today, I guess, in this program is to really think about what you're doing in your life, if it really makes sense long term to not only the culture but yourself and your family. Because sometimes we do things and we don't know why we're doing things because the culture has molded us and shaped us to do the things that we're doing. So I'm asking you today to question what you're doing. Question if that front lawn effect really makes sense for you and for your family. My name is John Carver. Thanks for watching.